My Young Living story begins when I was born. I swallowed my first bowel movement and had to get my lungs pumped. My mom was screaming, "Where is my baby?" And within 7 hours, I was brought back to her. 7 months later, I died twice. I died on the way to the hospital, and I went limp, my father said, as he was holding me, rushing me into the ER. My parents said it was the most traumatic experience of their lives. I had a breathing machine I had to take everywhere, and at that time we couldn't really travel. And when I was 2 or 3 years old, my mom and dad knew something was off with me because I didn't communicate, I didn't talk. So they took me to a specialist, they shaved my head, and they did a whole bunch of tests on my brain. And what they found out is the front part of my brain got no oxygen. And with that, I don't have short-term or long-term memory. They didn't know what was going to be affected by that. So the doctor looked at my mom and said, she's never going to be normal. She won't be able to go to college, drive a car, you're going to have to institute her. And my mother, she was like, no, 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 no. And so that is how our whole journey changed. I am standing in front of you today because of my mother and my father and their support. She got into this path of finding nutrition and finding the right answers. And she loved Chinese medicine because it's a whole system and it made sense to her. And with that, she traveled the world and she would read many books. When she was studying herbs in China, she met Mary and they became best friends. During that time, Mary called my mom and goes, "You need to go try these oils. They're going to make such a big difference for Kortni." From that day on, I have been smothered in essential oils. So what we would do is we would diffuse oils at the house, like lemon and peppermint when I was studying, and then we would put it in a cotton ball in a plastic baggie. And when that subject came, like let's say math, I would smell lemon, and that would be the same oil I was diffusing at home. So that is how we put them together. And then in high school, Gary and Mary called my mom and said, "We have a product we want you to try for Kortni." And so it was called 80/20. We still have it. And that product changed my life. So when I first started taking it, everybody could see a huge difference. A couple days later, I came home from school and I said in a conversation with my mom, life is so easy now. Everything's just clicking. And my grades went up. It was all because of that supplement. I am grateful for these products because I was able to graduate from college, I drive a car, and I have a beautiful family and 3 very successful businesses. And if it wasn't for these products and for Gary and Mary and my parents, I would not be